gives me great pleasure to introduce our new management team of Ian Sampson and Chris Plummer. As you know, Ian is formerly with Northampton Town, the big club in the county, where he achieved a lot of success, and I'm very pleased and proud to say that Ian is the new manager of Corby Town Football Club. Ian, I think, is a step up for us, and it's a fantastic opportunity for us to take football to the outside world. It's a statement, and it's a statement of intent. And I'm going to leave Chris to talk to you, Ian to talk to you about his ambition and why he's joined Corby Town in a second. Chris quite different. Chris, along with Ian, played in the professional game for many years, had a bad injury when he was 21. I think it was a mistimed tackle, but went on to play at a good level, and in recent years has been the manager of Peterborough Northern Star, where he's been very successful and is climbing the ladder of management. And I think the opportunity that Chris has now to work with Ian and forge a very strong management partnership is a terrific opportunity for both of them and also for this club. So really, over to you guys. Go ahead, ask the questions, and again, we'll try and answer everything honestly and openly as we have done for the last half an hour.
Ian, what attracted you to Corby Town?
Well, firstly, meeting the chairman, Kevin explained his ideas for the club, and straight away I was on board with them, and the potential of the place. They're a growing town, they're a growing football club with fantastic facilities, and I think something we can build on and try and progress them up the leagues. That's what, the blank canvas to work from, really, because obviously there's no place signed on at the moment, so we've got carte blanche to sort of try and build something from the start. So that was something that drew me to the club.
Your last managerial job was at Northampton in the Football League.
Yeah.
I mean, we know your roots are in non-league, so you had no concerns about dropping down a couple of leagues from that level to try and achieve something here?
I think it had to be the right club. I wanted to pick any club, and spoke to a few clubs in the same division, and potentially worked right for me, and Corby came up, and I thought that'd be a good club, and I'm delighted to be chosen as a manager. And like I say, it's about progressing Corby as a club and my career as well.
You're heavily linked to Kettering.
Mm-hmm.
How close were you to going there, or were you not close at all?
We'll just say, it wasn't my chosen club, so I'm delighted to be at Corby, and we'll leave Kettering to one side, really.
What about the playing squad then? Because obviously, it's like you say, it's pretty much a blank canvas. What sort of squad are you looking to put together next season, and what do you hope to achieve next season from a playing point of view?
Well, we'll be looking for a young, hungry, athletic team. We myself and Chris have got the same philosophy on football. We want to play it the right way. We understand that you can't play like Barcelona every week, and you need to mix things up. So
That's not what you said.
Pitch may determine how we play, home and away. So, but we're looking for a young, hungry team. People that have maybe been in the Football League and are determined to prove the people that they've left behind wrong, and people in low leagues that are hungry for success. And obviously that's where Chris comes in very helpfully. He knows the low leagues really well, and I'll be using his knowledge every step of the way.
Have you two worked together before?
No. I met Chris about 2 weeks ago. We got talking, and delighted that he thinks along the same lines as me. And I thought it was important that I needed someone who'd worked at a low level of non-league football and can discover players, and he's got a good knowledge of the player base, not only in the Conference North but lower as well.
How would you describe yourself as a manager? What type of manager are you?
Very personable, get on with most people, not a rant and raver.
You're not?
No, not me at all. I speak to people as I like to be spoken to by others, so that's my style. There will be times when I have to raise my voice, and that's part of the job. You have to be critical of players at certain times, but it'll be done in the right way, and we won't be abusing anyone.
So right now.
Maybe the press.
No, we're really nice. We're really nice. Yeah.
Any more?
What do you see can be achieved here? I mean, you know, Chairman's already said that, you know, the budget won't be as high as it was at the start of last season, but higher than the club finished. So, you know, what short term and long term really? What do you?
Well, in short term, we've got the club on a financial stable footing, you know, and I think that's a plan that should be put through all clubs, whether it's league football, non-league football. You know, you've got to be sustainable, and that's what we'll be looking to do in the short term. You know, if we can build on that and have some success, then we can go again to the next level. But it's trying to live within with our means at the moment, and then trying to get a competitive team together of young players and a good team spirit and competing in the league. You know, you don't know that might take us into the playoffs, it might take us up, it might take us mid-table, but we're determined not to be around the bottom half of the league.
Have you spoken to any of the players who were still here at the end of last season at all, or?
Not at the moment, no. That'll be my job from, well, when does this press conference finish? So within the next couple of hours, and certainly between now and the beginning of pre-season.
So that's how you're going to spend the next few weeks, just
Yeah,
going out.
I'll be non-stop on the phone, gathering. You know, there'll be some players that we want to keep. There's no question about that, and it's making the right offer to them, both from a club point of view and the player point of view. So there'll be many discussions going on between now and pre-season, not just with existing players, but with potential players as well.
And do you think you're going to have to work hard at convincing some of those players to come with you?
I'm sure there'll be some persuasion needed along the way. But
so what's going to be your key line in that?
Well, hopefully they'd like to work with someone, not only myself but Chris, who've got a good professional attitude and have played at a decent level and can pass some tips on from our experiences and try to develop not only the senior players but the younger players as well. You know, we want to improve them.
I think what's important about the players as well is that we've kept our powder dry from the end of last season. We haven't made approaches to any player, we haven't spoken to any player, we haven't given any opinions about any players that we wish to sign or don't wish to sign. My belief is that is a responsibility of these two gentlemen. All I can say is that they cannot sign Messi because he's in contract. That's the only reason they can't sign him. It's down to these guys, and their job now starts today. They've got to get out and procure the players within the budget that can achieve the goals that we've talked about. And I think they will. And I think the mentoring ability of these guys and the technical ability and the passion is what will take us across the line.
Chris, can just ask you, obviously, I mean, it's a step up from the other end, if you like, from your point of view. I mean, is it just a fantastic opportunity from your point of view?
Yeah, I think so. I had many years in the professional game, retired when I was 30, been out of this end of the football, what have you. But I've had 3 years management at the level I've just left, had relative success, and now it's just that step back up to the professional, nearer to the professional game, which you know, I'm an ambitious person, and it's a great opportunity to come in alongside someone like Ian as well, who's obviously managing the league, and with the club looking to progress. It's a great opportunity for me to be part of this and hopefully add to the success.
You're obviously the number one at Peterborough, Northern Stars. I mean, you're happy coming in as assistant in this situation?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously Ian's got a vast experience. He's been a football league, he's been involved with Football League Club for a number of years. So it's going to be beneficial for me to actually learn, obviously, from Ian, and you know, no problem at all with that.
Any more questions, chaps? Chapesses?